Welcome to Diary of a Teenage Diva, Take 2. So I recorded the first half of this episode yesterday in my garden down in Fremantle with my lovely friend Poggy, Allison, and the recording did not appear. I don't know, I saved it. You saw me save it.
I know.
It saved, but it didn't. So anyway, I've come up to Poggy's lovely house in the hills. I do like to actually vary my location, so...
Well, there you go.
So we're redoing specifically the 1st to the 13th of May. Just a bit of context. So Poggy was in the year above me at the school of St Helens and St Katharine's. We are currently in the summer term at St Helens. Sounds really Enid Blyton, doesn't it?
It does.
It always sounds a bit Enid Blyton, this podcast.
Well, not quite. I don't think Enid Blyton had quite such colourful language.
No. My language is definitely getting fruitier.
And not quite such saucy adventures.
No, summer term and Mallory Towers never had as much snogging and getting drunk.
No, that's true.
Wednesday, May the 1st, 1985. Felt manky all day. Mrs. Hodges had a slight Benny in my singing lesson because I coughed. Now, we discussed this, where we still haven't looked up where the concept of a Benny is.
Yeah,
You thought it was Benny Hill, I thought not.
No.
Benidorm?
I can't imagine that it's that either. But it was definitely an expression.
Having a Benny.
As in having a bit of a fit.
Exactly, because I coughed. She told me I shouldn't sing until Sunday, but of course I sang tonight. The rehearsal was ace. It was just me, Kate, Mabel and understudies. We did the whole of the first act. So I think I was playing Edith, Mabel was the main part, so I wonder if Kate...
I think you need to backtrack and tell us what this production was, because people may not remember.
They may not, they may just be listening to hear you. It was the Pirates of Penzance.
I doubt it.
Oh, well, I'm expecting this to go viral, Poggy, with your fan base. It was a local amateur dramatics production of the Pirates of Penzance with Embryo Youth Theatre. So that was in Wallingford at the Corn Exchange.
Nice.
Yeah. It was parents' evening tonight. Em seemed to tell them all their jobs. It's my mum telling all the teachers what to do. It was mostly good with a few exceptions, like French, when she told me not to sit next to Marie because she doesn't like her.
See, I'm still not sure about that. I don't think it's because she doesn't like her.
It sounds like I went. Are you sure we didn't go to parents' evening?
I never went to parents' evening.
Well, you were a boarder.
Yeah, but... Oh, my parents weren't even there.
No, Poggy.
There must have been to some, because apparently Yolandi, when she met my parents for the first time, said, we are waiting for Elizabeth to live up to her entrance examination expectations.
So Yolanda was the name of our headmistress. She was quite an eccentric, spoke like the Queen, and had an entirely purple wardrobe and office, including curtains, carpet, wall hangings,
soft
pictures,
furnishings.
Everything was purple.
Yeah, it was quite extraordinary. Let's get on.
Thursday, May the 2nd. Stayed at home today as I was ill. It was so boring. This is the day that gets 2 out of 10. It's a bad day.
Oh, yes. Most of your days are really high scoring, but that's a bit of a sad
unusual
one.
to get below a 5. I just solidified in front of the telly and generally felt ill. It's a big one for Kathy, this. Kathy, you listening? I was just solidifying. Soap operas can seriously damage your health. Do you think that means I just sat in front of the telly and watched soap operas all day?
Sounds like you did.
There was no Netflix. This afternoon I mooched aimlessly round the field. I felt all sort of cut off from everything, very vague. I'm going to redo my room in the summer, and it's going to be much nicer. I will repaint it white and red, I think. I will move all the furniture around and cover the walls in either murals or posters. I haven't decided yet. I think murals is quite optimistic, isn't it? Friday, May the 3rd. I skived again today and then went to the doctor. Horror. She prescribed antibiotics, 4 steam inhalations and 2 showers a day. God, you wouldn't get too clean, would you?
I think someone needs to do some analysis of your diaries of, is there a month where you don't go to the doctor?
I know, such a hypochondriac. But I am a great believer in steam inhalations, if not in the overprescription of antibiotics.
Maybe you were just a grotty little tyke building up your immune system
Yeah.
at the time.
No doubt. I certainly never washed my hands. God help me. There was no hand sanitizer
that's
back
right.
in the day. No, it was just every man for himself. I felt a bit better today. Em and I went to look at some baby moorhens in the pond in front of the house. It is so beautiful. I wish it could last forever. That's so funny, isn't it? Saturday, May the 4th. Went to Oxford with Sarah this morning. I had to look for some school shoes. There were some quite nice ones, but they didn't have any in my size. Shame. We went on to tennis afterwards. Lou and I were second couple. We lost the first, 6-0. Second, 6-1. And third, 6-3. Not many drinks in this episode, are there? Everyone lost. We were playing Wickham Abbey, who are really swotty at tennis.
Very true.
But the swimmers won. May the 5th. Slept until 12 today. Then I got up at about 1 to eat lunch. The rehearsal was...
I hope you're listening, Jasmine.
Yes.
Georgia,
my children.
I'm sure she kept her PJs on all day.
Don't even think about it. The rehearsal was good, but my voice isn't completely right yet. One little girl at rehearsal was really funny. Marilyn asked if anyone was having problems, and she said, I don't really know. I can't tell if I'm singing or not.
Oh, poor thing. She probably couldn't even just hear herself. That was probably why.
No, she's probably standing next to me. The people there, Andrea, Sam, Maria, Sue, knew Loz and Matt at junior school. They said how they were sweet and innocent and shy. How people change. I listened to the top 40 and generally pissed around tonight.
So which day was this?
This is Sunday, so I did listen to the top 40, so why do I only say what's number 1 is on Tuesdays?
I don't know. That is weird.
I'm just keeping you hanging on.
Gotta have something on Tuesday.
Exactly. Monday, May the 6th, 8 out of 10. Went to school today. I'm really fat at the moment, by the way. See? Not very many references to what I look like.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't give much thought to the way I looked at all. And if you've seen the photos of me at that age, that's probably just as well. I've got jam all over my skirt, but that's beside the point. I had an okay day today. I got myself invited to 2 parties. One is at Lucy's at half term, 4 till 11. Should be good. And Rat is having one on June 29th. Gosh, June 29th, that is a long way ahead. Which also should be good. She's asking everyone to bring 5 other people, and she wants everyone to bring their own booze. As opposed to what would normally happen, your parents would buy it.
Well, I don't know, because my parents never would have.
I think my parents did.
That's the reason for my squareness, really.
I think we had Lambrusco or 2% sweet bubbles. Alco Pops. Thanks, Mum. Went to diving club. I'm very crap. Unforgettable Fire is a bloody good song by U2. At which point I should say I've put that on the podcast playlist on Spotify.
Oh, I didn't know there was a podcast playlist.
It's any time I mention a song, I add it to the Spotify playlist.
Oh,
so if you want to
very
look it
good.
up, there it is. It's got about at least 2 people following it. Wednesday, May the 7th. Poor Lucy. She was crying a lot today. Loz has been a real bastard to her and has finished with her. Yeah, this is Loz, who I got off with
Lucy.
in March, I think. Classy Penny. Rat is inviting Dan Blackman to her party. Puke. Lou was in a mood with Ellie because she didn't pick the tennis balls up. Marie had to see Mrs. Galloway because she didn't tell her dad what option she was doing. Hello is a really sad song. Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Number
Is that
1.
gonna go on the playlist?
Yes, anything that gets a mention. Probably already there. Paul Hardcastle, 19. I did give that a bit of a listen. I don't think it holds up, Poggy.
No, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it was interesting when you listen to things. Again, some of them really hold up and they're great songs. Others, not so much. Wednesday, May the 8th. At the moment, I am playing rather a lot of tennis. At the moment. It's not a good sentence, Penny.
This is exactly what you said yesterday.
It's just not, though. Every morning at 8:45 to 9, I play with Lou, Peavy, Ellie, and then again through break, then at lunchtime. I had tennis practice at 1:15 after my singing lesson. Miss Huff gave me an invitation for the whole netball team to go to lunch with her. Isn't that sweet of her? It's on a Sunday, so I'll have to miss one of my rehearsals. I hope it will be just singing and not choreography. Spoilers, I don't think I ever went to that lunch. Had tennis... Thursday, May the 9th. Had tennis coaching today. It was really good. We did the serve and the smash. He said I was doing it right. Louis and I are playing first couple on Saturday. Don't ask me why. Actually, I really don't know why.
Maybe
everyone else was busy.
Couple, yeah. Maybe they had a sort of double fixture, playing two
Maybe
teams.
There was a tournament
Sometimes
or
that
something.
Happened. Yeah.
Then we're playing third couple on Monday. I actually did some revision tonight in the bath. Please make me get up in the morning. I think I will make a tape that repeats, "Get up now, you lazy cow." Do you think it will work? I'm going to make a tape of that and play it to myself. I still need it. Not a morning person. Which is a shame, living in Perth. Lars and Lucy aren't going out with each other anymore. I reckon Mandy, Rat, fancies her chances there. Oh. I'm on Team Lucy here, not Team Rat. Friday, May the 10th. 9 out of 10. Double games was really good today. I went swimming for the second time this term. It was lovely. But outside the pool, the weather was gruesome. Very cold. May is very much like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Manda has been invited by Matthew to the sixth form ball. Lucky cow.
That is super lucky. Third year going to the sixth form ball.
She's in the fourth year, don't forget.
Oh, that's true, yes.
Your year. Although it doesn't matter we're recording this twice, we are saying exactly the same things.
Oh, I'm still really surprised by it though.
Yeah.
Even as a fourth year, that's really unusual.
Lucky
Glamorous.
cow. Although she will feel slightly out of place with all the mature sixth form girls.
Yes.
Matthew, alias Toad, is not as bad as I first thought. I mean, he looks bad, but he's not too gormless. Oh, dear. Judgy. Katie got hot acid in her eye in science today. So was she not wearing her safety specs? Do you remember we had those awful... I'm sure you do still have safety specs.
I do, but I don't think they were nearly as safety conscious as they are now, because I remember it being a bit slapdash, don't you?
Yeah, well, clearly, because Katie got hot acid in her eye. So Natalie hosed her down. The play at Abingdon School this term does need girls, but it's fourth and sixth form only, bloody cheek.
Shame. That's very sad.
Saturday, May the 11th. I babysat last night, by the way. It was freezing today. This morning we went into Oxford to get some shoes for school. They are really nice. So this time, obviously, I found some in my own size. They are black with 3 straps going across. Very sensible, eh? I just don't know if that is sensible or not sensible. Played tennis this afternoon at St Bartholomew's. We won 1 game and lost 2. One of them was very close.
Oh, I don't ever remember playing
St Bart's.
I don't remember that.
Everyone was really nice and friendly. Cuddle me, someone, please. Sunday, May the 12th. I felt indescribably lazy today. I did absolutely fuck all except the minimum of homework, and I made some scones. I'm so tired I can hardly keep my eyes open now, yawn. Chris, Matt and Lars had a little get-together last night, a sort of anti-girl one, I think. I wish I could just be friends with them, just pretend I wasn't a girl. But it's a bit late now, don't you agree? Even I've already snogged.
Is that because Matt and
But
do you think it's just that you want to be part of it, you don't want to be excluded, not that you really necessarily want to be a boy?
I think I just wanted to be included, yeah. If I'm feeling like they're having a secret club meeting.
Yeah.
Anti-girl. Aww. I've had all my hair cut off. It could be worse, but it's much too short. I'm listening to The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It is really good. It's on the playlist.
That is good. I bet that still stands up.
Yeah, that still stands up. Monday, May the 13th. I thought I would throttle Mandy on the bus today. Mandy, rat. Loz rang her up at the weekend, and wasn't she full of it? She's totally besotted. The funny, not to say hysterical thing is that he doesn't fancy Mandy at all. He likes Tracy. No
Not
surprise.
surprising.
In one of the early episodes, I was saying to the girls that Tracy had been my nemesis because not only was she really, really beautiful, but she was a really good singer. And I understudied her. Nice, pretty, talented.
Yeah, and she was in my year.
Yes,
not your year.
Thank God.
Wasn't
That's right. If
jealous
she'd
that
been
she
in
was-
my own year and I'd had to understudy her, she might have come to a sticky end.
Remember, she played the star role in The Pyjama Game.
I remember it so well. I can't
Yes.
tell you how jealous I was.
Oh, Pyjama Game was great fun, I have to say.
You see, I'm still a bit jealous.
There were other plays as well, though.
I did
You might have done. There was a
Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
yeah.
But that's so dreary. There was one female part, Potiphar's wife, who's just a slut.
But we didn't
Wouldn't have
just
been
do
allowed.
musicals, though, because I did Man 4 Seasons.
Yeah, no, I think I auditioned for
With
some
Thom
Ibsen
Yorke, no
thing.
less.
Oh.
Yep.
Who was he?
I can't
Henry
remember.
VIII?
I can't remember.
Yeah, well, Thom Yorke was in Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, yes.
That he played the narrator, played
Yes,
lead guitar,
I remember.
and sang the narrator, and he was in the pit
Yes.
because he was too cool to be on the stage with us losers. Anyway, the funny thing is, not to say hysterical, is that he doesn't fancy Mandy at all. He likes Tracy. Mandy doesn't know, but I would love to see her face when she finds out. It was Peavy's birthday today, and she brought in a cake. It was green with maroon icing. Pukey school colours. It tasted lovely, though. She literally brought in a cake.
I think
in the
that's
school colours.
extraordinary.
That would be her mum, I'm guessing, having a laugh.
I
Our
would
school
say so,
uniform was
yeah. Awful.
bottle green and maroon.
Yeah. I hate the colour maroon.
Yeah, I've never really managed it. Pukey school colours. It tasted lovely, though. I'm getting shitted up about my exams, but not shitted enough to revise. And that's where I stopped the other one. So,
Perfect.
thank you so much for reliving that with me. I think we said exactly the same things. It hasn't lost a thing in translation.
Not quite.
And I could read my handwriting a bit better, so it was a little more efficient.
That's true. Well done.
And that was about it. So we're going to hop over to tomorrow, part two, where we don't know that we've recorded part one twice. It's going to be weird. We've had a little break. Made ourselves another
Thank you
cup
so
of tea.
much.
And I'm getting shitted up about my exams, but not shitted up enough to revise. You say I say that, but I'm probably revising like mad.
I'd say you were revising. Mind you, third year, there's not that much to do.
No.
Although there was always pressure.
There was pressure.
Yeah.
It's a high performance school.
Definitely.
Tuesday, May the 14th. I can't remember much about today. It was too long ago. Oh, yes. Manda wrote a 62-page letter to, guess who? Yes, Toad.
Imagine. How could she have had enough to say? Did she write really big?
I don't know, but we used to write many letters.
I did used to write lots of letters, but 62 pages, really, that's a bit OTT, isn't it?
Especially since you saw him yesterday, I think. It rained all day today, so he should be in his element. Oh, because he's a toad.
Oh, clever.
Is it? I wrote 4 pages of it about absolutely fuck all. Oh, so I was there when she was writing a 62-page letter. I had a real fit at lunchtime today because nobody laughed when I was telling a funny story. Number 1, Paul Hardcastle, 19. Wednesday, May the 15th. Vieni, o mio diletto. I'm trying, unsuccessfully, to learn my singing music. I remember that song. Vieni, o mio diletto. There you go. Don't know who it was by.
Wow, I'm so impressed you can remember that.
I know. That's my brain for music. Lucky me. I'm playing tennis on Saturday. Oh, good, Penny. Tell us all about it. With Michelle, who's very good. Michelle Keys. Help! I actually did a bit of revision tonight. I'm living for my next rehearsal. I can't wait. Mandy fancies Loz, who fancies Tracy. Well, he's supposed to, but he's meeting Mandy after school on Friday. It's getting too bloody complicated. It's like that. It always reminds me of that. Mandy fancies Loz, who fancies Tracy, who he's supposed to, but he's meeting Mandy after school. It's getting too bloody complicated for me. What's the name? Thursday, May the 16th. It was gorgeous weather today, really hot and sunny. It's Ascension Day, so we had Mass this morning.
Oh, God.
Happy memories.
So many of that sort of thing, didn't we? We actually spent a lot of time in chapel doing all that malarkey.
Praying.
But you were lucky because we used to have to go to church every single Sunday. And sometimes twice we had to do Eucharist and then evensong.
Yeah, that's
Excuse
a lot.
me.
That is
and
a
we
lot.
had evensong once during the week. And in our sixth form, when there weren't enough of us to run chapel at school, we either had to go to St Helen's across the park. Do you remember?
Yes.
Again, we were
Yeah.
chaperoned. And then we had to go to Radley.
Radley College, so you had to
Radley
get on
College.
a bus.
We were bussed to Radley College.
to chapel.
Yeah. And then we
Why?
were forced to hang around afterwards. And they were always awful to us. We didn't want to go to their chapel. Hated it.
Oh, God. Anyway, we are well off the bloody point.
You were talking about...
Ascension Day.
Yes,
We had
chapel.
Mass. We had an extra long break instead of Latin. Well, that's good. French was almost bearable. Tennis coach at lunchtime was fantastic. I actually think I'm getting better. I raced in and had lunch, then came out again and went swimming. It was lovely. It was very lovely to have a swimming pool that we could go into at
And
lunchtime.
those lovely tennis courts. And can you imagine as a boarder that for the summer that was so nice?
Yeah, that is nice. And when I think about
And
all
then
the
an
other
adult.
rules that we had,
Yeah.
the rules around the swimming were really slack. Like we used to just gobble down our lasagna and
Yeah.
chips and treacle pudding
I know.
straight in the swimming pool.
Summer was a really lovely term. It's kind of, apart from the grotty exams.
Guess who I've got to babysit for on Saturday night? Bloody Edward Pelling. I mean, he's only 14, poor little boy. What? Why would I be babysitting for Edward? He had a much littler brother, though. It's possible that I've got to go
Babysit.
I don't know, we'll find out. Had a fucking brilliant day today. My language is not improving. 10 out of 10. Sarah came round and we sunbathed, played tennis at Down House today. Michelle and I played third couple and we beat their first couple 6-4.
Whoa.
Our first couple didn't win anything. I hope this means I'll be put in the team again, with Michelle possibly. Went
Fucking brilliant day.
babysitting tonight. Didn't fancy going on my own as Edward. See you back. Oh, this is the infamous babysitting with Edward. May 17th. Edward can be a bit weird at times. So, Manda went with me. Actually, it was a great laugh when Ben had gone to bed. Yes, so we're babysitting for Ben. Ben is the little...
Younger
Edward's
brother
little
of Edward. Yeah.
When Ben had gone to bed, Edward's friend Chris came round. We watched the telly for a bit and then Edward played the piano. He's fucking good. You know, I really remember this. We had cushion fights, drank martini, played darts, half watched a film. Then they had some day-old chicks just hatched. And when they were gone, one tiny one drowned itself in its drinking bowl. Sniff. Got back at 2.
Drinking martinis whilst babysitting.
Wow.
Wild.
Yeah, I guess you would, wouldn't you? Your parents are out. It's Saturday, May the 18th. Didn't do a lot today because I was so tired. Went ice skating with Sarah this afternoon. It was good. Yeah, apart from ice skating, I didn't do anything. Sarah's love life is about 10 times as good as mine at the moment, which doesn't say much for mine. It wasn't sunny today, but I've got a slight suntan from yesterday. I've decided that I will have to have a pop group. And John Hyde can record a record for me. So John is a composer. He lived in our village and he had a recording studio in his house.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And so John ended up starting a band that I was in with Edward.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go. Yeah, it wasn't a pop.
So this was quite
jazz band.
prescient then.
It was. That would be good, wouldn't it? I am reserved for the swimming team on Wednesday. Isn't that amazing? It's the first time I've been in it. Sunday, March the 19th. Not a bad day today, I suppose. I can't really remember what happened. I'm
March
so
or
tired.
May?
Did I say March? It's getting late. I can't really remember what happened. I'm so tired and my throat hurts. But don't tell Mrs. Hodges.
Oh, yeah.
I made eggs au gratin in DS today, domestic science. It was lovely. I got an A.
Woohoo.
Shit. I've just remembered that this is Sunday. I'm writing. Oh, okay. So I must have been writing this actually on Monday. Do you see what I mean? Well, I didn't do anything. I just lounged around and didn't do my revision. Oh, yes, I went ice skating with Sarah again. It was good. But now I'm getting better. It's a little tedious. Just skating round and round and round. Clop, 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 clop. Monday, May the 20th. I'm having a fit of playing the piano at the moment, especially cats. I think that's what I played at Edward's house. Oh, he had a little memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura Bannigan, Self-Control, is a really ace song, and it's quite low, so I can sing it. Since when did I worry about that? I went to diving club tonight. It was bloody funny. I had a laughing fit in midair because Maria yelled rhubarb pie as I was taking off. Sally tried to go and do a pike, but gave up in the middle. Legs and arms splayed out everywhere and she hit the water with a smack.
Oh.
I did one good dive.
Would that have been diving club at school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday, May the 21st. Art is brilliant at the moment. We're doing figure drawing. I'm trying to think of a good picture composition to do, but so far I've had little inspiration. It rained all day today except for this evening when I went jogging to make up for the 2 puddings I had today at lunch. Yum.
Yeah.
The kitchen ceiling fell in today. Well, not exactly, but Em put her hand through it and water came pouring out. We think it's fixed now. Ruth rode over tonight and told me all about her French exchange. It sounded fascinating. Paul Hardcastle, 19.
Still?
Yeah, things were number 1 for a long time, weren't they?
True, but I don't think that really merited such a long...
Vietnam, 19. Wednesday, May the 22nd. My tonsils are swollen. Ouch. Do you remember Robert Jolliffe? Well, he's slightly in the shit.
Oh.
Mandy and Tracy wouldn't let him go to their party, so the little baby ran to his mummy and told her all about it, with special exaggerations about the number of people and all the booze. And then his mum rung up Mrs. Allison and told her, who told Tracy she couldn't have the party. Mrs. Hathaway didn't even know about the party. That's Mandy's mum.
Yeah, yeah.
But she managed to persuade Mrs. Allison to let Tracy go and the party go ahead. The only results were no booze, less people, and Robert Jolliffe dead.
Classic.
Thursday, May the 23rd. Help! It's home clothes day tomorrow. What can I wear?
Stress and pressure.
I had a very strenuous day today. Tennis coaching at 12:20, then at 1 I rushed in and had lunch. At 1:15 I went swimming. Phew, we had to do timed lengths. So there you go.
With a full tummy. See?
Yes, always.
This is it, all the time.
There was
no consideration for that whatsoever.
And yet when I went on holiday, we weren't allowed to go in the water for a whole hour after we'd eaten. Because my mum would be like, oh, you'll get cramp. It's a 70s thing.
But school didn't give a shit.
School, no. Lasagna, chips, treacle pudding.
Get in there.
In the pool. I'm timing you, go. But I think they did a Mythbusters episode on it where they made people swim up and down after. Nobody got cramp. It was all a lie. I think it was just because our parents wanted to snooze after lunch and they didn't want to watch us in the water. This afternoon I went swimming again. It was ace. There was only 5 of us in the pool, which is unusual.
Yeah.
We did some more diving and Ellie and I did some synchro swimming. It's so rock and roll. The song Love in the Fields or something like that is fantastic. We've got a new computer, yawn. It's just the same as the last one, only it's in colour. A colour computer! Friday, May the 24th. After several frantic changes of clothes today, I wore my black trousers and t-shirt and Chris's sweatshirt. I was going to wear my long shirt today. Good thing I didn't because Mrs. Galloway made everyone tuck their shirt tails in. How pathetic.
That is pathetic though, isn't it? I mean, really.
It's pathetic.
Does it matter if you're wearing a baggy shirt? Who cares?
I swam today and played tennis. Tennis more. Both in the rain. This afternoon I did the housework. I made a chocolate cake and a pizza and I went jogging. How fit.
Glamorous housework.
By the way, that song I mentioned yesterday is called Dancing in the Fields and it is still really good. Never heard of that. Might have to Google
That's not
Dancing in the Fields.
Yeah, shall I do it now?
Yeah, Spotify it.
Dancing
Fields. Okay, all right, moving on. If anyone knows what Dancing in the Fields is, we've clearly made it up. Saturday, May the 25th. Went to the county show today with Auntie Pam and Sarah. It was very good. There was sheep, cow and goat judging, horsey events, craft demonstrations and food stalls. At one of the stalls I bought 2 dog choke chains. One is very small, one very large.
That's so 1980s.
They are well hard when worn around the wrists or head/neck.
Oh,
Just gothic
brilliant.
taste, Poggy. The Claytons were there. I bell rang this afternoon at Jane Finn's wedding. I also went jogging. It was a sunny afternoon and I went to Sarah's house. Oh, summer days.
See, I love that you did bell ringing. You did,
I was well hard, but I still went bell ringing. Wasn't that bloody hard, was it?
But isn't it? I think it's just great. You just had so many different things that you were trying.
Yes, that's right. County shows. Ah, lovely Auntie Pam. Sunday, May the 26th. Woke up early today because it was sunny and I got up and sunbathed, whilst revising, of course. I made some biscuits and didn't burn them much. I jogged over to Ruth's wearing just my shorts and shirt and trainers. What else was I going to be wearing? I guess it's because it's notable because it's not long trousers and jumper weather. We live in Australia.
That's so true. That's so true.
forget.
Yeah.
But when I got there, it started to piss down with rain. I got rather wet on the way
Sucked
back.
in. You live in England.
I know. But I went on the road and I didn't stop once. It's really not very far. Had a rehearsal this afternoon. It wasn't bad. Neil wasn't there, though. Sniff.
Oh.
Neil
Is
is
that
the
the first
latest
we've
crush.
heard of him
Yes,
this month?
This month. Haven't heard much
There
about
you go.
Neil this month.
What's
Played
the
Trivial
little-
Pursuits tonight and everyone made fun of me. It wasn't fair. That'll be with my family. My dad was, probably still is, just
A shit stirrer.
he's just a fount of trivia knowledge.
really?
I guess when you're old, you just are.
If ever you want to do a quiz night, get Vlad. He's really good.
Yes.
Annoyingly
I'm terrible
good.
at quiz night, so it's not
Yeah, me
age.
too.
I'm absolutely terrible. I just don't
I'm
know
not good
anything.
either. And especially, I tell you what I'm really bad at, is when they have...
Australian pop music?
Yes!
So
Really winds me up.
For God's sake, don't they know we're English?
I know. AFL questions. Of course I'm going to fail miserably at that.
Yes, can't we have something about the
Jane
royal
Eyre.
family? Jane Eyre.
Jane Austen.
Yes.
Pride
The
and
succession to the
Prejudice.
English throne. Monday, May 27th. It rained all day, so we went to the ice rink. So is this the holidays? Is this half term?
Possibly half term. You haven't announced
Yes,
half term.
because it was home clothes day on Friday.
There you
So,
go.
end of
Yes.
term. Rained all day, so we went to the ice rink. It was good, apart from my skates were completely blunt, so I fell over on my knees and bruised them. My chain broke. Not my dog collar, but my actual necklace that I wear around my wrist. There you go. Went jogging in my shorts in the rain and I got soaked. I was just expecting some gorgeous hunk in a car to stop and chat, but no such luck.
So you went out for a run, hoping some kind of encounter, and you suffered the indignity of being soaked, but
really
no rescue.
I was really all in my wet t-shirt and shorts, running around thinking,
soon someone will pass
tiny
by.
village. Oh, bless me. I did some revision, a clarinet practice, and generally was a little angel. Tuesday, May the 28th. 10 out of 10. Beautifully sunny day today. This morning I went to Oxford with Katie. I bought some really smart Mary Quant tights.
Whoa,
They would have been expensive.
go you.
The record of Out in the Fields, which I've been going on about. Out in the Fields.
But before she was
the record
saying
is something different.
dancing in the fields.
Hey, okay, let's just Google Out in the Fields.
Oh, it's a bit depressing.
Out in the Fields.
Doesn't matter if you're wrong or right, makes no difference if you're black or
If
white.
you just looked up the
All men are
lyrics.
equal till the victory is
You are
won.
such a
No
loser.
colour or religion ever stopped a bullet from a gun. Oh, I'm not sure that's
It's
Gam.
not a poem,
Death
Poggy.
is
It's
just
a
a
song.
heartbeat
Let's just
away.
Let's just listen
Oh.
to it. Gary Moore and Phil Lynott. That really rings a bell. It rings a bell, doesn't it? It was quite heavy. Oh yeah, now do you remember this? It's one for air guitar.
Yeah, I can see some vision here. There's definitely some good air guitar hair there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, if you're right.
Oh no, I do remember
Yes.
this.
There you go.
Yes, you dancing in the fields. It wasn't
Oh,
dancing
no
in the
wonder we can
fields.
find it out in the fields, right? But so I sunbathed and revised a bit. But this evening was the highlight of the day. We went punting on the river in Oxford.
Oh, nice.
There's been so much rain, the river was in flood, and we couldn't go anywhere. We made 100 visits to the bank, mostly near overhanging branches. You can't imagine how funny it was. See you back.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Oh, I loved a good punting expedition.
Yeah.
I suppose we made about 300 yards of river in about an hour. Then we decided to stop for tea, but the punt had other ideas. We aimed for a tree and hit our target rather too well. Chris was punting and the pole got stuck in the tree and the boat moved off. Chris went in the river.
Classic.
We reversed and Sarah rescued him, and on trying to retrieve the pole, she fell in herself. I very nearly fell in laughing. We finally managed to scramble ashore. We went along the bank to another punt. Oh, I remember this. We went along the bank. There was another punt. John Vanderpost said, "Are you Chris's sister?" Do you remember John Vanderpost? Yeah. And on the reply he said, "Take your watch off, you're going swimming."
Oh!
And my darling brother, helpful to the last, told him my watch was waterproof. So John picked me up and started to run towards the river. Can you imagine? But fate was on my side and he put his foot in a rabbit hole. But the embarrassing thing was that in the struggle, all my shirt buttons came undone and I wasn't wearing anything underneath.
All in the best possible taste!
Still, if I'd been swimming, it would have been completely see-through. Then we went and sat on the riverbank, unpacked our hamper and drank our pink champagne, which my mother presumably had packed us off with.
That's an amazingly cute story.
Oh my God. I really remember that. It was quite an erotic experience.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Because John Vanderpost was
Yeah, he was
quite hot
and older than you.
and kind of cool.
Yeah, he was, definitely.
Fun times. I don't know why I wasn't
Fantastic.
wearing anything underneath. That's
You
really...
must have had a bra on, surely. If you were
nothing
braless, you would have mentioned that in there for sure.
Wednesday, May the 29th. 9 out of 10. It was very hot and sunny today. I'm sunburnt. Ouch.
Oh.
I did nothing but lie in the sun and revise. This evening I went to rehearsal. It was very funny, but alas, Neil still wasn't there. Sniff.
Oh, how
He was
can
probably
you
gone
be?
on
How can you be
holiday.
lusting after Neil still when you've had an encounter with John van der Post?
I don't know. Yes. Neil wasn't there. Sniff. I have the most stupid lines to say, and I'm the silliest character imaginable. I've got to be giggly. That wasn't difficult. Everyone had hysterics because Peter couldn't pronounce any word longer than about 5 letters, and Marilyn kept snorting. That was the director. We finished early and stood outside and chatted to one of the Synodon players. He was ever so nice and about 60 before you get any funny ideas. The Synodon players with the local...
Musicians?
No, local amateur dramatics.
Oh, okay,
people.
okay.
So we were in their theatre, the Corn Exchange, Wallingford. Thursday, May the 30th. Not a cloud in the sky all day. And I was at school.
Oh,
I'd have to go back on a Thursday.
Because it would have been half term.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
but didn't we get a whole week?
No. We got a little skinny half term. It was like a sort of extra long weekend. Don't you remember?
That was mean. I was at school, bloody typical. Everyone else was at home, except Chris's school. Yeah, so I think the state schools would have had a whole week.
Ah, possibly.
I can hardly write this morning as my arm is killing me from swimming at lunchtime. I did 28 lengths. John van der Post wasn't at school today. I hope he hasn't broken his ankle.
Oh.
When I said I put his foot in a rabbit hole, I thought that sounds quite dangerous.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound as if anyone else has done much revision either. Phew. I'm going to get up early tomorrow and revise. Singing lesson tomorrow. Last day of the month. Friday, May the 31st. I am exceedingly embarrassed.
Get ready.
Did I mention the fact that when punting, my shirt gaped slightly? Exclamation mark in brackets. Well, Sarah wasn't the only one to notice. I got a very polite letter from James Emmett today, thanking me. So he must have been one of the other boys punting.
Yeah.
Thanking me for the laugh I provided and how they'd enjoyed seeing me, inverted commas, at the river.
Oh, you poor thing.
Mrs. Hodges is a silly bitch.
I wonder why she did. She was quite fierce at times.
Had a good English lesson today. We had water fights. Mrs. A didn't notice. 1 week to the exams. Under a month to Rat's party. Oh my God, so it still hasn't happened. So this is a long time in the planning. Unless it was a different party. Week and a half to my next rehearsal. I had a peculiar dream last night about the 6th form ball and about getting drunk. And that is the end of May. Marathon.
Wow.
Wow.
So much sunbathing.
So much
So
tennis
many
to cut out.
moments.
Moments on the river.
Oh, that's so classic. Seriously, Penny.
So much flashing to the
this
boys.
This could be a really stupendous movie.
Well, there you go. So I don't know what's
Well,
going
you
to
were
happen
having
next.
lots of fun. There was lots of fucking brilliant days.
Funny.
I think it's great.
Did you keep a diary at this point?
No.
Never.
Already no. No. Remember that my life was really fairly tedious. You know, boarding school. There would have
more
just
about
been
what
lots
you-
of talk about toast, I can tell you. And
Lots
remember that
about
I
toast.
was really boring. I was so square. School holidays for me, there were no parties near me because I didn't know people locally because
That's
I hadn't
right,
grown up
because you
there
hadn't grown up
because
there.
we'd moved around so much.
Yeah, and that's
So
really different.
It's really hard. Like,
A lot of the girls I talk about in here are girls I went to primary school with, like Ruth and Sarah.
but
so they all went to
that's
different
so
high
nice.
schools.
But that's
Yeah, it
nice.
was
So you
really
had that
nice.
core. Whereas, you know, I went to primary school in Lincolnshire. By this stage, I was living in Buckinghamshire.
Yes, yeah, that's right. So you don't have that
No,
continuity of care.
none whatsoever. Yeah, exactly.
I should wind up.
Yes,
That was an
thank you,
accident.
thank
so
you.
much.
Hopefully, you've got enough material.
I think I've got enough material now.